before you do closing them because of the chlorine too.
Okay.
And then the muriatic acid does like this. Like in a toilet or something, anything that's backed up gets plugged. That's when you get like an acid of some kind, like adrenal or muriatic acid. What we use muriatic acids, and what we do is this. There's a screen down below on this well right here that's glued on this pipe. It's glued on now, okay? That's where the pump goes down in there. It's got to be clean. That's what we're doing right now. We're going to be cleaning that screen out of there. The filters that he changes, that's what plugs that up, is the filter that's in here. That's what plugged the pump up. It was dirty down there. We found out what happened, what was going on. And then you got a bad check valve in that one. And that's why they put an in-house check valve. That means from in there, the line that comes out here underneath the ground, it's about 4 to 5 feet deep. This piece snaps in. That top piece up, there's a male and there's a female. The male finds the female and it snaps in and it locks in with the cable, which you can see all that in a minute because we're about done here. He's not that far from me and done.
Awesome.
All he's got to do is wrap it up. He's putting it together now, and then he'll tape it. He'll wrap up the wiring. He's already got all that together in there. He got it all out. Now he's just putting it back together. The hard part is on a well is like this. When you have a new one drilled, and you have good water like you do have, you might get something worse than what you got. Yes, sometimes it's just as reasonable to get a new well drilled as it is to put all this stuff together, but you got to remember something. When working on an old well, we got to take stuff off to put stuff on. So that's where the money comes in. I mean, we're not just putting something new together every time. We got to go put stuff, got to take something apart and put something on something. That's what we have to do. So he put a new nipple on in there because the nipple looks bad. One of them underneath the switch, which is your plumbing. So we changed a piece of that too. Because I didn't like the way it looked. I didn't want to leak it on you saying, hey, you didn't know call plumb what to do. So we just fixed that and I put a new switch.
Can you show me where that's at?
Yeah, I'll show you. That's going to be right underneath the switch. Actually, the nipple's right here. Look at it, you can see it.
All right, that's
this is the old one. Look at it. So we went to a longer one. Yeah, look at it. Yeah, it's even right here. It's all stripped up. So what we did, it goes onto this. It goes onto a switch. Okay. And I'll show you in here where we put it on if you want to see it. You actually took a picture, I believe, of that.
Yeah, I probably did. Yeah.
See right there? It's right there. It's brand new. It's just our knuckle spins from our pipe wrenches on it. That's the only thing, but it's right here. This stuff right here. We change all that way you have no leaks. And then you're all plastic. That way nothing will leak on you. Okay, and then this is your main shut-off valve. That one there doesn't really want to turn, so I mean they get like that because they get forever. But when you shut this valve off, that shuts the water off to your whole house. You hear me? Whenever you guys do that and you run the water in the house, it shuts down the water. So this is your main valve. And then that's your bypass on your water softener. So them are your two main things, and then the real plug that I showed him in there was a different breaker than what he thought.
You thought it was one.
Yeah, it was two. Because we knew that on the phone, that's why we didn't bring a pump, because we didn't know what to bring. Because if we didn't know 230, usually we would have brought a 3/4, because we like to upgrade them. When they're half forces, back then they lasted a long time, but the 3/4 upgrades a little stronger, and it's less on electricity, because it is 220, it kicks back, because when it builds a system up, it builds it up quicker. And then when you do use it, you'll build this thing. This is the new switch. This is going to go on. I'm not done adjusting it yet. It's going to go on top of here like this when I'm done. It'll be just like that when it's all done.
All right, great.
But right now, I've got some adjustments I'm going to do when I get the pump. When he gets it in, he'll get it in here in a minute. When he does that, then I'll show you guys what we're going to do with it all. But right now, like I just told you, this part right here is really your shut off. This is like if you did say that you found anything in your house leaking and you didn't like it. You come out, you shut that breaker off, and then you come out here and shut this right down. Because from this spot down, nothing should be leaking. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to always shut that breaker off because that pump is still run. Wherever that line's leaking at, that pump's pushing that water no matter what. You hear me? That's why I said the breaker. And then you come out and shut this. Always make sure you shut this though, because that stops the water until you find the leak. And then you guys can slowly crack this on and find the leak, where the leak's at in the house. You know, I don't know if you're going to have something like that going on. He said a crawl space to me. When he told me that means we're working down in the crawl space to where he didn't know where it was at. And actually, it was in the garage, so it was nice. It's nice that you have it in here. You don't want it in a crawl space, because then we're underneath that crawl space working, you don't know what you got. At least now you know you still got a good sized tank. 4 years ago, we see the date code on it. 4 years ago, it's still a well extra. It's the good ones. There ain't nothing wrong with the Pentaires. These tanks last for that thing probably lasts another 10, 15 years.
Okay.
With what we've done.
Okay.
So that way it does do that because they get a 10 to a 15-year expand on them.
Right.
And you've had it in for 4, so you at least got another 11 years before you got to do anything to that.
Okay.
And then the water softener should be fine. There ain't nothing wrong here.
Okay.
I see all of it. I see the plumbing. Plumbing don't look too bad. The valves, you don't really have to mess with the valves. That's the old way of doing this. What I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay. When you go and bypass the water softener, you can go shut these 3 valves off. And there's 3 of them, and then you go 1. You know what I'm saying? That's there's no point in using them valves. What you just said. Because you did away with that when they gave you this one.
Okay.
Since they gave you this, there's no point. You don't need them valves no more. But that's what them valves are for, what you just said.
Okay.
You're smart, what you said, though, because there's no point in that. So don't even leave it in the brass, so then you don't want them to leak. You never really want that to happen, because then you have to pay someone a plumber or pay us to come out here and fix your leaking. You don't want that to happen, so there ain't no point in using them. You know, just use this, and it's plastic.
Okay.
Plastic don't go bad.
Awesome.
So I'm just, and then the filter, he says it's about a week, but see how dirty it is? It should even be cleaner when I do this clean that I did.
Okay.
So it should last 3 months. That one might not. When you notice some low pressure rounds, it might because of what we're doing today. I'm cleaning this stuff out of the well. It has to go somewhere, and that's where it will go because we're not having to go to the water softener.
Okay.
So the toilets, I'll turn it on slow. I'll open that valve because I want you to keep your toilet full. I don't know if you flushed it or not.
Nah,
Well, I add water to it.
That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I just
That's
add
good.
water
So
to
I'm just saying, when it comes on, I just don't want it to plug up with anything. I'm really not responsible for none of that. So I'm telling you guys. I mean, yeah, you can shut the valve off to it, but then you'd want to crack it while I'm still here to make sure you have water. So I think I'll just crack the valve and do it myself for you guys. And try that way, I know that you guys can at least flush toilets within many hours. Being here without water, where you don't have to flush it, you know, because the cleaning stuff will sit in the back of it.
Okay.
It's strong and it bubbles up. You'll see the bubbling out here when I get it going. He should be getting it going anytime, really.
Okay.
I don't know how far along he is, but he's got all this installed. We did that before we left. All these little valves, you guys don't really have to do nothing. Like when you turn this on right here, you get water right here. If you had a bucket, like when he goes to do that, to drain that, he probably gets a bucket or something. I don't know how he does it, but he probably gets something. Do you get something, a bucket or no?
Yeah, last time I got a
Okay,
bucket,
then you unscrew it with your wrench right there, and because the water comes out, but it does have a bypass, so you push it off. Or you could even get a bucket or something or a hose, and you can hook a hose here too. You know that, right?
Yeah.
If you wanted to put a hose on there, you could put one on there and run it out too for the 4 hours. I'm just saying if you had a hose, because it's running up against your foundation
Yeah, we don't have
for that long.
one,
That's the only thing I was worried about for you.
Okay.
Okay, is running up against the foundation, but it shouldn't hurt anything. But they did that this way because you didn't have a spigot. If you look around this house, there was no spigot.
Okay.
So what they did is they ran it there, and it runs right down this wall. See it?
Okay.
It
Yeah.
runs straight out. And that goes to a blue handle, like how that handle looks,
Right.
how that yellow one looks, and you just turn it on.
Okay.
And that's where you're going to leave the water on. We're not going to run it there. We wouldn't do that. I'm just saying that you could do that if you ever wanted to, like, wash your car. You instead of using that one, you could hose and that. Just whatever you guys want to do with it later on in life, because it comes off the well. They don't come off. So you don't come off of the water softener.
Right.
That don't, and that valve there don't. So what it does is, when the system shuts the pump off from the switch that we put on, shuts down the system. It actually drains the house because the check valves that's in the line and in the pump, it drains the house water too. So that's why I said let it run like that, because it backfills all your lines in your house. You'll run it through to get the smell of it in there. After that, let it sit, because it backflush all that, and then it'll pump that out of there. And that's what we're wanting it to do.
Okay.
You'll get the smell of it. If you have screens on faucets, yes, you might want to check them now, maybe unscrew them.
Okay.
Hello? But yeah, if there's screens on your faucets, they could plug. If you can take them off, you might want to do that. I'm just being honest with you. Sometimes you might have to have a pair of pliers or something, but you should have screens, because they might plug up. Okay, in the beginning of all this coming on, but they might not. But if they do, you have to take them off and can soak them, clean them out.
Okay. That's good.
Hopefully
Yeah, that's a lot for me to remember, but I can always look at
Yeah, I mean, if I would have been talking, recording, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but I got
I'm trying to let you remember this right here. This is your bypass for a water softener. That's your main shut off, and then the breaker that's off in there is your main breaker.
Okay.
Them 3 are your main important things.
Okay.
Other than that, there is nothing here that you have to worry about.
Great.
Because it's automatic system. So really, when you do this, you shut this off, you shut down this whole system.
Okay.
You know, if you shut the power down, you let the water drain out, you shut it down. Bypassing this only does a bypass. It just keeps it from getting softener water.
Okay.
So if you don't put salt in, the way it's supposed to be, but you do. Okay, and so it regenerates, and it stays warm enough out here that nothing freezes. So that's what's nice about being out here too.
Okay.
So it's, that where else they'd be building a box out here to be insulated, they would have done that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's nice the way it is right now.
Cool.
Because you do keep it in here.
Yeah. Oh,
So I mean,
nice.
it's neat. It's nice. It's in the
Yeah.
corner. So out your way, you really don't have to worry about no plumbing. Being honest with you, I see it all. It's all plastic. I would have told you about it if I seen it. See the brass and plastic, even though they're taped up like that, it's all brass and plastic. They don't go bad.
Okay.
If I had seen that now, I'd tell you now. You know, and that's why I don't want to try to do that to you because there ain't nothing there I see.
Right.
See, I'd be hurting you saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yes, let's spend this to do this. I'm not going to do that to you. That wouldn't be fair to you.
Exactly.
You don't need none of that.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
you're hooked good. You're still got a good hook. Just when he's hooking on the wall right here, how they got you screwed in, just be careful when you're turning that. That's all I ask. Just hold that for your mom. That way she don't break. Because then you break that, you be done.
Yeah.
See that junk in the front?
Yeah, I know.
Now, hey, that's gonna, when you wash that out, you'll see the big difference. Look at the stuff that's in your already in there from the old.
Okay. No wonder your teeth.
Yeah.
I
So
went
now
out
watch
and
when you
got
clean
it.
that out, you're gonna
Yeah.
see, leave it off and you'll run the cold water through in a minute, you'll see the difference. It might go splash a little bit because of air in the lines. Once that gets out of there, it'll be back to normal. But we're gonna have water on as soon as he's running. He ain't yelled for me yet, so about when he does, then I'll have to help him set it real quick unless he does it on his own.
How would
He
I go
can't.
about
I
that?
taught him already. I taught him.
You can-
He can't.
How would I go about cleaning these out then?
Oh, take it apart.
Oh,
You just get another one. Yeah.
Yeah, you
When
can-
the water comes on, you probably can really get it cleaned out.
See, this is just a screen there. You don't really even got to take a screen out. When the water, like she said, when the water comes back out, just wash it around, get it, try to spray it out of there. That way you don't have to take it all apart, put it back together.
Okay.
But here's the rubber that goes in it. Just don't lose that rubber in a leak.
Yeah.
But just wash it out like she's saying to you. You could take it all the way out, but you don't have the purpose of having to do that. I see that.
All right.
You should be able to clean it that way.
that's
Is the
really
kitchen like that or
cool.
anything? Where'd that come from?
This is from the bathroom.
The bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you
Oh,
probably
you're gonna
use
notice a
it.
big difference in
unscrewed the
pressure there
kitchen
then
one,
in that sink.
Okay.
If that was like that, and then now what you're getting with water
So the
pressure,
pressure's
everywhere
gonna be
you should
different.
notice a big difference in
Okay.
pressure.
Yeah, because pressure was very low.
Was it really?
And actually, it started getting really low before that happened.
Okay,
Yeah,
so this
so
has been getting low.
Right. Yeah.
No, seriously, I mean that was really, and you're gonna notice a difference when this comes on, and that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm here for to do.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
It was
the
getting
ro-
low.
It was getting low, right?
So you got to remember now,
Yeah.
you got a half force. We went to a 3/4. That's even bigger right there in a pump. So that's what I'm trying to give you is pressure.
Okay.
Because I knew this house needed it then when I seen it, when I seen what he had, because the well system does have plenty of water in it, but everything's plugged up. It's just what you're saying low. The pump was plugged. You seen the screen. The well point was. I cleaned that.
Okay.
That's why I said that might do that again too. That's very important when you say low in the house because that filter will plug up.
Okay.
And then to plug your house up. But getting low pressure might be screens too. But that's what you had pressure going on here. In the fitting in the top of the, when we went to pull the pump out, it broke. So we don't know if it's been leaking for some time. So you're saying to me low pressure to me, I don't know how low because of that could have been going on with you for a while.
Yeah.
And who knows how long that could have been going on because when he pulled it, you've seen it break.
Right.
You've seen that break. They don't usually always break on us like that. And that was a plastic. That's a good unit that we use there. It's just that when the manpower that he had to use to pull up on it could have just been that way too, that he broke it. I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But either way that was going on, that pump, you've seen the pump, it wouldn't even run.
Yeah.
So it wasn't running at all, but it could have been leaking there. And then when he went to pull it today, he broke it the rest of the way. Where the leak is, that's where you could have been losing pressure too.
Yeah.
But the only thing that would help you is this. That check valve holds that from you losing that pressure. See that check valve? Right there? That check valve right there. And it's brass, it's good.
Okay.
That check valve keeps the water from going back to the well right now.
Okay.
Okay, and then you got one in the pump for that side of the line. So on both sides of the lines, you got that. That they did good by doing that when they put the well in there.
Okay.
Okay, because you have two check valves. That is very good. What's that? You ready to go, Don? All right, my man. This is my son. We're gonna drop this pump in right now if you want to see
Okay.
it. We're dropping it in.
Yeah.
Put it back together. This is yours.
You want to get the flashlight, let us see the inside if you
Where
want.
is it? Where is it?
In the back of the truck.
In the back
Yeah.
of the
So you can see the well
It-
boiling down there.
Do you do YouTube videos?
No.
You don't?
Why you asking
I
that?
think because I think it's good for your company.
No, I know it is.
Yeah.
I hear you on that.
Yeah. So if you want this, let me know.
What do you mean? Oh, you
Right, because I
videotaping for
videotape
YouTube, or-
just a little bit.
Oh, really?
No, I
That's
didn't do
cool.
it for YouTube, but I just did it for my own memory.
Oh yeah, that
And
way
for
you know
my-
We don't
everything
want to
going
teach
on.
people
Yeah.
either, though, because some people be trying to do stuff.
No,
they
no,
get
no.
over. Right here, like right here. If you want to come here
Okay.
real quick, you can see, like, look at the bottom of your well. Look at the color what I got going
just
on
don't
there.
drop your phone down there.
Just don't drop your phone. But you see the mix down there?
Wow.
See it mixing?
Just barely.
That's
Yeah.
how you see it. That's what
Put
right
your
there.
light down in
And
there a
then-
little bit more, Dad.
Oh, okay. Now I can
See that
it.
stuff down on the bottom?
It's like
Yeah.
green looking, smoky.
And smoky, that's the cleaning.
Okay.
And then see that hole right there on the right side down there? That looks like that green
Oh, yeah, I
look?
see. Yeah.
That's where the pitless adapter snaps, and that's where that top up there getting ready to snap in at.
Come take a look
That
at that
piece,
real
you want
quick
to come and
if you
take a
want
look
to.
at it, but she can look at that when it goes down.
Yeah, I could look at it. when
Yeah,
it goes
that
down.
way she don't have to walk around out here. She's a woman.
I don't
She
mind.
don't need to be doing all that. I mean, come on, me.
Thank you. Yeah, but if you ever want this just for business purposes, let me know. I have
hear
it.
you on that. I've been thinking about it. It's just sometimes we can't find the time to do this.
Right,
stuff.
I know, because you're
Almost need to
working.
hire someone just to walk around
Right.
with us for it.
Yeah. And you know, I think it's good advertising.
That way you
Yeah.
get to know who's coming.
Right, you know
work and
who's
stuff like
coming,
that.
you know the
I'm actually thinking the other night, since I got my brother, he's actually younger than me, but he's got a baby coming too.
Oh,
He's
okay.
almost due in like 2 months, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Two of them coming.
Yeah, and so he'll be 5 years older than, or
I've been waiting. My youngest one gets one first, and then he gets it.
Then he
yeah,
gets
he'll be
one.
5 months older. But what I was thinking
Wow.
about doing is us getting up together like a family picture,
Yeah.
and just putting it on a billboard somewhere and advertising JC Well and Pump.
That
Give us
would
a call.
be-
You know what I'm
oh
saying?
my God,
JC's
that'd
our
be
name
beautiful.
no matter what. What
Right.
he did to us when he named his company,
Uh-huh.
it's mine in his name. But I own Chesterton. Well, I have another company, but it's in Chesterton.
Okay.
So I work go that way, but he'll go all through this area. This is his beach, all the other guys.
Okay.
He's got
Awesome.
the south, I got the north.
Okay.
We're
Nice.
done as a family.
Nice.
It works out good.
It does. Yeah. So you having a boy? You know what you're having?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
We know what we're having. My youngest son, where I live with him.
Okay.
We're having a boy.
A boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
his name is Jake Austin Chelibus. His
Nice.
Water, so they're in a lot of
That's
water.
beautiful.
Jake Austin Chelibus. He's naming him after himself, like what me and he did.
Okay.
He's gonna start his own.
Okay. Nice.
Congratulations to both of you.
Yeah. Congrats.
they're
Yeah.
both having them. He would have been here, but today he's really off.
You want to grab the T-bar?
He hasn't been doing too much.
It's got a neck on it.
Yeah, we're still have to T-bar. Just let me have it. Let's sit it down.
You got it?
Yeah.
If you guys want this video, let me know.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, if you just need to add it for advertisement
Since you did it.
and stuff. Yeah. I was just doing it for my son-in-law and my own memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Isaac too. He know what to do. But I'm gonna get out the cold. Yeah, it's up
pretty
cold.
cold out here staying like
It is, yeah.
that. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going inside and warm my hands.
Yeah, we're about to be giving you water.
Okay, thank you so much.